Hi, I'm Leslie Kanan of Village Health. Thank you for joining me today with some foot massages and foot articulation with the foam roller. So, with that being said, you do need a full foam roller. You could do it with a half foam roller, one that doesn't roll. It won't, it'll help with the massage, but you won't be able to do some of the articulation work that I'll demonstrate today. And you can do this with a soft foam roller, a medium foam roller, or a very firm foam roller. It just will affect the bottoms of your feet differently. Like with any new exercise routine, you want to consult with your physician first. These techniques today on the foam roller, what I have found with my clients is that sometimes when they first start it, it is really painful because they've never worked with their feet in this way, and they tend to have a lot of tension or tender points in the bottoms of their feet. But as you continue to work with the foam roller in this way, you'll find that your feet will open up and it will become easier. This is really good for people with any sort of foot cramping, even lower, if your calf muscles tend to cramp a lot too. If you're dealing with any sort of Achilles, not damage to your Achilles. I mean, if you're rehabbing, do your rehab. But if you tend to have a tight Achilles, this is also something that you can do. So any sort of foot stuff you have going on, this is a great thing to try, especially if you have a soft foam roller or a medium firmness foam roller. It's always something to try. But again, always consult your physician first. So because we're working with a foam roller, and especially because it's rolling and that incorporates some balance, you definitely need a railing or the back of the couch. It has to be something a little higher because once you get on the foam roller, you don't want to be reaching down too low. So if you can still hold on to your kitchen counter or the back of a couch that's not too low, you just want to make sure you have something that you can hold on to. And when you're holding on to something, you don't want to death grip it and really tighten up your neck and shoulders. You just want to be mindful of that, and I'll remember to cue us on that. So let's get started. So you're going to put your foam roller the long way, and you're going to stand behind it. And then you're going to hold on to your surface. Again, don't grip, just hold on to it. And then you're going to carefully step up with one leg. And then you're going to step up with the second leg. And you're just going to kind of hang out there. I'm right in the middle of my foot. I'm not too close to my heel. I'm not on the balls of my feet and toes. When you're here, you're just going to start shifting your weight from your right leg to your left leg. Just shifting the weight from side to side. You can see that as I'm shifting my weight into my right leg, my left knee bends. When I shift my weight into my left leg, my right knee bends. You don't have to bend your knees too much. It doesn't have to be done. It's just a shifting from side to side. Now I feel like my feet need to go a little bit wider, so I'm just going to walk my feet out a little bit more as I shift. They seemed a little too close together. You're going to want your legs and feet about hip width apart, whatever's comfortable for you. Now, if this is tender, you might just want to bring your feet forward a little bit so that you're a little closer to your heels, and just move in small movements right now, especially if you haven't done this before, and try to relax your toes and notice if there's any tenderness there. And then you can explore and move back to where we started, more on the arch. Is there any tenderness there? And you can always shift the weight from side to side. And then you can shift back a little bit so you're more on the balls of the feet again. Try to relax those toes. Sometimes the toes like to really stand up. Try to relax those toes and just notice how it feels there. Okay? So you've just explored kind of the middle, back, and front part of your foot. Now you're going to go back to that center part of your foot, and you're going to start to roll the foam roller. So I'm going to roll my foam roller back, and as I roll my foam roller back, my heels stretch down towards the floor. And then I'm going to roll my foam roller forward, and my toes are going to stretch forward towards the floor. And as I'm rolling back on the foam roller comes more underneath the balls of the feet and toes. Don't go too far on this one. You want to work in small movements with this. And the longer I stay here, the more I feel the foam roller moving back, and my heels, my calf muscles getting more of a stretch, and then forward. And I want you to notice that as I'm rolling back and forth on the foam roller, you don't see my upper body moving wildly. My upper body is staying pretty much over the foam roller, right? So I'm trying to keep my center of gravity over the foam roller. So let me see if I can demonstrate here. It's not like when the foam roller goes back, I lean forward, and when the foam roller goes forward, I lean back, okay? You want to try to keep your center of gravity, your hips kind of over your ankles. And you're just gonna roll back and forth. Remember to not deck grip with your hands. Try to relax your neck and shoulders and just breathe. And just start to notice. Do you feel more tenderness on the right than the left? Are you putting more weight on your right leg and foot than the left? And you can go between the rolling, or maybe you want to go back to just shifting the weight. Maybe that's where you want to begin, especially if you're really tender. The shifting from side to side takes a load off one leg at a time. And again, you can do it in the middle of your foot, more towards the heel or more towards the ball of the foot. And you want to do this, this is a great way to start your day. There's not often that I tell people to stretch and do certain exercises before they start their day, but I find this is pretty gentle, especially if you have a soft foam roller, or this is more of a medium firmness foam roller, especially if your feet don't tend to be too tender. It's a great way to kind of start your day, especially when we find ourselves sitting a lot. Or maybe we walk a lot and walk long distances or running. This can help open up the feet, the bottoms of the feet. It helps the ankles and therefore helps that lower leg. So there's just a lot of benefits to working with the feet on the foam roller. You can do this multiple times a day. You can do it at the start of the day. You can do it at the end of the day. Just kind of how does it feel in your body? And that's how I probably would recommend to work with this foam roller. So enjoy these massages on the foam roller. Your feet will be very happy. Thank you for joining me today.